Hey there, everybody. I'm quickly going over my, let me back this up just a little bit so you can see it better here. Good morning, Philip. How are you doing? He's an early riser. And I'm going over my 1970 card collection. I'm looking for Claude Osteen. I want to pull his card out. I will protect these. This is the 1970 Topps baseball season, which is representative of the 1969 baseball season. So you get the 69 stats and you get the 69 teams. So if you want the 69 teams, you don't buy 69, you buy 1970, because otherwise you're going to get the 1968 set if you buy 1969. They take these pictures in October. So it's basically the team that the final roster, which is considered your team, and then whatever happens after that happens. I'm looking for Claude Osteen because I want to get his card. He's pitching today. Oh, there he is. Found him. About time. Now, card collectors don't put the cards in in team order. They put them in order by number, by card number. So that sucks for, free players like me that use the cards just to kind of add another dimension to what we do on the tabletop. All right. Let's move these over just a little bit. There's Claude Osteen. Now, I will protect these cards very, very quickly here. That's for sure, because these cards are a mint and a half. And let's use these Ultra Pro card protectors to protect Claude Osteen. Claude Osteen has a little bit of a shadow on his hat, on the left side of his hat. They did portraits back then. You posed for the picture. Now they do a lot of action shots. Actually, my 88 set has all action shots, and they're gorgeous, man. The photography was amazing. I mean, it is amazing, but it's really amazing. In 1987, you can really tell the difference. There you go. So I have some players here. I got Jeff Torborg. He's the catcher. And then I have Willie Crawford. Crawford is not playing today. Willie Crawford. So I don't know why I pulled his card out. But Jeff Torborg is playing today, and these cards are cool. But this is card number 54. Jeffrey Allen Torborg tells you a little bit about it. It's almost like an APBA card. If you look at an APBA card, it has their weight, their height, how they throw, where they're from. This guy's from Mountainside, New Jersey. one of the game's best defensive backstops. Jeff is a former All-American at Rutgers. He went to Rutgers. Wow. That's in New Brunswick, I think. Some of his greatest thrills have been catching Koufax's perfect game and Drysdale's fifth straight shutout in 1968. Signed with Dodgers in 1963 and spent only that season in the minors before advancing to Los Angeles. Jeff has a Bachelor of Science degree in education. Wow. Cool. Jeff Torborg. There he is, posing with his bat. So that's the cool thing about these cards. I love these cards. So there I got Jerry Koosman and you can see Claude Osteen. Claude Osteen, heck of a pitcher, came over from Washington. And he won 20 games in 1969, 20 and 15 with a 2.66 ERA. He's on the mound for the Dodgers against Jerry Koosman, who was 17-9 with a 2.28 ERA. We're right about to get started. And let's see. Let's kill that shade a little bit. I want to show that. And we're using Replay Baseball computer game to keep our stats for us. Let me go over the Mets are 23-22. They're fourth in the NL East with Gil Hodges as their manager. In the NL West, it's the Los Angeles Dodgers. Walter Alston is their manager in 69, and they're in fifth place. They're 22-24. And we're right about to get started. Let's just get the crowd into the game because it's a little bit quiet here. Get the crowd into the game a little bit. There we go. All right, so the way you play payoff pitch baseball, and by the way, welcome to your home for great stuff like tutorials and strategy and player profiles, history reviews, news, tips, top baseball cards, rants, unboxings, and all that great stuff. And I welcome everybody. Good morning. Early baseball, 5:15 a.m. in downtown San Antonio. We are in Shea Stadium, 1969, Flushing, Queens, New York for the game. This is the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the New York Mets. So the Mets are going to start it off with Bill Russell. It's going to be Bill Russell. He's in right field, batting .262. Then it's Willie Davis, the center fielder, batting .258, batting second. Batting third is Wes Parker, the first baseman, at .226. The left fielder in the cleanup spot is Costco with a K. Batting fifth is Bill Sudeikis. Batting sixth is second baseman Joe Lefevre, batting .263. Ted Sizemore is batting seventh. He's the shortstop. I remember him as a second baseman. He's in the seventh spot. Batting eighth is Jeff Torborg. He was the player we highlighted using our 1970 baseball set, which I love, the pride and joy of my life. And finally, Claude Osteen. So this is a night game being played in the AM. As Philip points out, there's still no light out. All right, here goes. The way you play payoff pitch is the 2d6 are read off the pitcher's card, constant interaction, and then the result is going to be read off one of the designated areas on the batter's card. There's four main designated areas: wheelhouse, patient, tough, and in play. All right, the wheelhouse is where you get your power numbers. The patient is where you get your walks. The tough is where you get your strikeouts, and the in play is where you get your hits. But that is not 100%. In other words, you can get hits off patient, hits off tough, hits off wheelhouse. All right, so I'm just giving you an idea. And then you have your out section right here on the back. Cards are gorgeous design and very, very nice quality. Probably the best quality of any card on the market. And I usually don't make those type of statements, but I will make this statement in this case. It's the best quality card, definitely in our business, in our business, and what we do in our hobby. And that's going to be it. We're going to get started with Jerry Koosman. Jerry Koosman checks in with Grody for the sign, and here's the pitch. And that is a 10 off Koosman, which is a tough 69. Is a fly ball center field, and AG drifts under it. Puts it away. One down. Hold on a second here. All right, we're going to have 2 outs. We're going to have 2 outs very quickly there. We only had 1 out, but we're going to have 2 outs. Parker, you know what? I maybe all right, red. Okay, I see. Let me see what we can do there real quick. Go back 1. All right, now it's Willie Davis, our first batter. Bill Russell. Now it's Willie Davis. Here's the pitch, and that's a 10 again. Tough, a 12. A tough 12 is a strikeout. So Jerry Koosman blows one by. Willie Davis, the left-handed batter. 2 down now, excuse me. And it's Wes Parker. Here's a pitch to Wes Parker. That's a 10. 3 10s in a row. A tough 0-6, straight 3. Back-to-back Ks by the Koos. And that retires the side. We go to Buddy Harrelson now. An 8 off Claude Osteen's card and a 0-9. So an 8 is going to be a tough. A 0-9 is a curveball, gets him. So Claude Osteen rings up Bud Harrelson. Rod Gasper now on 11. That's a ballpark 93, which is in play. Both lefties, so we got to be checking the lefty side on these. 4-6, in play 4-6. And that's a ground ball. Third base, backhanded by Sudeikis. Sudeikis across the diamond and gets his man. 2 down. Tommy Agee. A 10 tough 63. That's a 63. And that's strike 3, and that retires the side. Bud Osteen blows a fastball by Tommy Agee. Now it's going to be Andy Costco. Costco hit 19 home runs in a little bit over 400 at bats. Good morning, Appa Brian. Welcome to Early Morning Baseball Friday. So Andy Costco, he's a right-handed batter. I don't know why they do that to me. Now they're popping up commercials. I don't know why. All right, here's the pitch to Costco. Oh. That's a foul ball. A souvenir for a lucky fan. An 8 is a patient, patient 22, and that's a line drive base hit center field. So Costco's on with a single. And he's not a threat to steal, had no stolen bases, or we're not going to attempt to jump. Bill Sudeikis is next. 5 in play, 42. And that's a ground ball to the first baseman. This may turn out to be a double play. We're looking at a 6 or less, and we roll a 6. So that's a 3-6-3 double play. The Mets turn it. Jones at first base. Harrelson back to Jones. 3-6-3 double play. That's 2 outs. And the leadoff single is raced. Joe Lefevre. That's a 6. That's a tough one. 0-9 is strike 3. Side retired. Jerry Koosman with his 3rd strikeout of the game. Claude Osteen against Cleon Jones. A patient 61, and that's going to be a line drive base hit to left. Played on a hop by Costco. Jones is on the first. Jones is going to try to get a lead. He needs a 4 to get a lead. And he gets a 3. So there goes Jones. We're going to pull a card for the stolen base here. And let's find out quickly what Torborg is. Torborg has a good reputation. We read his card early. His arm is a 3. And we're looking at a C3, which is kind of average. We're going to pull a card. Normal is safe. Throw down, not in time. Quick release by Torborg. And the tag, and he slides under the tag by the second baseman, Joe Lefevre. So that's a stolen base for Cleon Jones, and the Mets have a runner in scoring position. All right, it's Ronnie Swoboda. Ronnie Swoboda versus lefties bat at 242. Here's the pitch. That's an 11. That's ballpark. A 98. That's too high to be wheelhouse. It's going to be in play, 42. That's popped up left, right side. Well, middle of the field. Second baseman, Lefevre, over, makes the catch. Ed Charles. Pitch to Ed Charles from Claude Osteen. It's a 6 in play, 80. And that's going to be a ground ball shortstop. This may be a double play. It's going to be 8 or less, and that's a shortstop 6-4-3 double play, and the Dodgers turn it, and that retires the side. So the Mets started off with a single. All right. Oh, there's no double play. There's a runner on second. So it's a ground ball. We're going to see if he moves over to on a 1 and 2. He moves over to third. He does not. So ground ball to Sizemore. Waits back, charges it, fires the first, and gets Charles. Let's undo that real quick. We'll have to do it through detail because otherwise he advances automatically. All right. There we go. All right, Jones is on at second. There's 2 outs. Jerry Grody, the batter. Now, Jerry Grody's batting 243 and 111 at bats. Kind of realistic. In reality, he batted about 245 approximately. That's a 6. And a 6 off Claude Osteen is a in play 35 on lefty. And that's a comebacker to Osteen, feels his position, and that retires the side. So that's going to be 1-3 if you're scoring at home. No score, top of the third. Jerry Koosman versus Ted Sizemore. Sizemore versus lefties bat at 320. So that's a tough 77. And that's going to be a sharp liner. 1 hop. Harrelson makes a nice play on it. Throws him out. 1 down. Jeff Torborg. That's a 7 in play, 41. And that's a little nubber towards third base. Charging in is Charles. Picks it up barehanded, fires the first, and gets Torborg. I mean, he had a little bit more time than he thought because Torborg is not light of foot. Osteen. Osteen is a 10-pitcher hitting card. Here's the pitch from Koosman, 6. A 693. A 6 is going to be a tough. A 93 is, right outside the hit range. Ground ball to, 93 is a fly ball to left. Shallow left towards the line moves Swoboda. He's under it, and that retires the side. All right, bottom of the third. Excuse me. It'll be Weiss, Koosman, and then the top of the order, I believe it's Harrelson. Claude Osteen again, another foul ball. Having issues this morning. And going to have to get a replacement die. Re-roll that. So pull foul. Pitch to Weiss. That's a tough 0-2. That's strike 3. So Al Weiss fans. Jerry Koosman, who's a 1-pitcher hitting card. It's an 11 ballpark. 70 is in play. And we're looking at a 38, in play 38, which is popped up. Shortstop calling for it. Sizemore under it, makes the catch. 2 down. Got a pitcher's duel going here. Buddy Harrelson now with 2 outs. That's a wheelhouse 82. Ground ball, shortstop. Sizemore throws him out. That retires the side. Bill Russell now. Pitch to Bill Russell from Jerry Koosman is in play, 16, and that is line base hit to center field. So Russell, who had 4 stolen bases, we'll try to get a stolen base for Russell right here. Nope, won't happen. We need a 4 or less to get that lead, to get that jump. Willie Davis, hit and run. There goes Russell. That's a tough 18. Uh-oh, a tough 18, and that's going to be swings and misses. And we're going to pull and see if he's thrown out at second, and he is out at second base. Jerry Grody guns him down. So that's strike 3, and then it's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do the strikeout first. Just do a little differently. Then we're going to do the throw him out. Caught stealing second base, and that would be 2-6. Because there's a lefty batter, so the shortstop would cover. So that's a double play. 2 outs, nobody on top of the 4th. Wes Parker. Say 4, a tough 99, and that's popped up. On the left side, third baseman Charles in foul ground makes the catch. That retires the side. Go to the bottom of the 4th, no score. Claude Osteen to Rod Gasper, 7. An in-play 86. The ground ball to short. Sizemore charges, throws him out. Tommy Agee. 7, in play, 69. That's a grounder to Lefevre. Nice hop for Lefevre. Throws out Agee, 2 down. Oh, wait. Should be 4-3. Let me get that. I hit the wrong. There we go. Okay. Cleon Jones. In play, 80. Wow. Ground ball to short again. Sizemore. Scoops it. Fires. 3 up, 3 down. Andy Costco leading it off against Jerry Koosman. The southpaw, 7, in play, 91. This is moving along. That's a grounder to short. Harrelson. Short hands Harrelson. Throws him out. 1 down. Bill Sudeikis. That's a 10. Tough 11. And that's strike 3. High heat gets Sudeikis. And it's Joe Lefevre. A 4, a tough, a 30, a tough 30. And that's a ground ball up the middle and through underneath Weiss's glove. Stretched out, but did not get to it. That's a single for Lefevre. Lefevre had 2 stolen bases. So we're going to play it safe. It's Sizemore. Sizemore versus lefties batted .320. That's a 9. That's a tough out. That's an automatic out, but we roll 0-0. That's going to force us to pull our first chart of the day. Where are the charts? That's the question. Our first chart of the day. Let me get a sip of water while I'm looking for the charts. Not there. I found my hat. My head's been freezing the last few days. I couldn't find my hat. Just found it. All right. So I cannot find the charts. Which means, what does it mean? Which means we're going to ignore the that's what happens when you play a game that barely uses any charts. You basically lose your charts, or you misplace your charts, don't know where they are when you need them. This is kind of like the first time it's ever happened to me. So, what what we're going to do here is we're going to a potential wild pitch. That's what we're going to do, because ultimately those charts are really only for wild pitches, to be perfectly honest. So let's see what if Koosman's an F, he throws a wild pitch. Otherwise, there's no wild pitch on this roll. So wild pitch 30-31. That's it. Okay, he only has a 30, so we're going to say there's no wild. Oh, it's a pass ball. I'm thinking of pass ball. Okay, so Grody, I don't think Grody's an F, so he's not going to get a pass ball on this. Range, he's a B range. So he's pretty good. He's going to block that ball in the dirt. All right, so here goes again. So there's no charts. I can't find them, so we're going to play without them. We don't need them. Sizemore. There's nothing on those charts I need outside of the rare play with men on base. There's one little section. That's all I use. So Koosman, pitch to Sizemore again. That's 11. That's a ballpark. 84 is in play. And a 52 in play, 52. And that is a fly ball right field. And Gasper in the gap and runs it down for out number 3. And that retires the side. Sorry for the short delay. Good morning, Rick. How are you doing? Yes. When I get to sleep early at night, and I went to sleep about 11, then I have energy in the morning. When I go to sleep about 1, then that's a different story. Ron Swoboda, we're in the bottom of the 5th. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers with 0 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and the New York Mets with no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. It's going to be Ron Swoboda leading it off. Swoboda in our replays batting .226 with 1 home run. Here's the pitch from the lefty, Claude Osteen, 9. That's a tough out. 56, strike 3. And he rings up Swoboda. 1 out. Next batter, Ed Charles. A 5 is a patient. And that's ball 4. 3-1 pitch, high outside. He walks Ed Charles, which is not something you want to do in a 0-0 ball game. You don't want to allow those runners on, especially when they get on from a base on balls. Jerry Grody. Here's the pitch to Grody. His 6 in play, 74. Wow. Can't roll anything decent. 74 is a fly to center field. Racing in is Davis, and he's there. 2 down. Al Weiss is next. A 6 is in play, 53. And that's a ground ball, third base. Backhanded by Sudeikis. Long throw to first and gets him. Great play by Sudeikis. Jeff Torborg. That's a 6, a tough 76. That's a fly ball center field. High fly, Agee. Settles under it. 1 away. Claude Osteen. Osteen is a pitcher hitting card 10. And he fouls one back. Pitch from Koosman. A patient 14, and that's ball 4. So Koosman's not happy with himself. He walks the pitcher. The bats are sleepy this morning. In 1969, the bats are sleeping all the time. All right. Bill Russell. That's an in-play 20. In-play 20 is a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Let's see if Osteen can make it to third. No, he's going to stop at second base. So first and second with 1 out. So the Dodgers have something brewing here. Something brewing in Flushing, Queens. These airplanes are flying nice and low here. A little bit of an overcast day. More clouds, the lower they fly, and you can almost reach up and touch the planes as they land in LaGuardia Airport about a mile from here. So Jerry Koosman got runner on first and second with only 1 out. Willie Davis, who versus lefties batted .279 with 1 home run. Here's a pitch. That's a 9. That's a tough out. That's exactly what Koosman wanted. A tough out, 82, and that's a fly ball, shallow right field. Gasper in. Back goes Weiss. Gasper calls him off, makes the catch. That's 2 down. Wes Parker. Wes Parker batted .321 versus lefties in 159 at-bats. He had 8 home runs versus lefties. So proportionally, he would have had 24 home runs. He would have had a pretty good season just against lefties alone, batting .321 with 24 home runs, proportionally speaking. Actually, maybe even a little bit better. Would have 32 home runs in a full season versus lefties. So Wes Parker. So Koosman better approach this at bat with caution. Brody's going to run out and talk to Koosman real quick. All right, we're ready to go here. Runners on first and second. Osteen is at second. Russell is at first. 2 outs. Parker at the plate. He's a right-handed batter. And it's the top of the 6th inning. There's no score. That's a 9. That's a tough out. Great pitch by Koosman. And that is a fly ball, shallow right field, high fly, Gasper under it, and that retires the side. Claude Osteen versus Koosman. Bottom of the 6th. Pitch is a 7, in play 47. And a fly ball, shallow right field. 1 down. Buddy Harrelson. A 9, a tough out, 93. Fly ball to left. Selling under it is Costco. 2 down. Rod Gasper. Gasper's batting .297, by the way. 101 at bats. He has 3 stolen bases. That's a 10. A tough 27 against the lefty, and that's going to be lined base hit. Base hit to left center field. Costco plays it on a hop, gets it in, and we're going to try to steal with Gasper. We need a 4, and we get a 5, so he does not go. Tommy Agee. Now, Tommy Agee has good power. Versus lefties, hit 9 home runs in 132 at-bats. So you're talking about a pretty good season. You're talking about a 45 home run season versus lefties. 1-74 on his wheelhouse range. So if we can roll a Claude Osteen double 6, that would give us a 75% chance of putting one out and taking a 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch, double 6. No, patient 81. Patient 81 is a fly ball deep center field. On the run is Davis and makes the catch, and that retires the side. Tommy Agee made it exciting, but didn't get enough of it. Andy Costco leading it off. Here's the pitch from Koosman. That's an 11 ballpark. Uh-oh. Now we're looking at in play. In play, Shea Stadium is not really a home run hitter's park. And in play 83, that's going to be an easy out to the shortstop. Buddy Harrelson. Chopped to short, throws him out. 1 down. Sudeikis. It's 11 ballpark, 75 again. Now we're looking at in play again. 33, in play 33, and that's a pop-up. Left side. Charles is there. He calls for it, makes the catch. 2 down. And Jim Lefevre, excuse me. 6 tough, a tough 74. Fly ball center field. Agee settles under it, makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Cleon Jones, bottom of the 7th, no score. Pitcher's duel, defense, first defensive card of the game. What does that say? Potential error first base. Wes Parker, I remember him as being a really good defender. He's a B range. Oh, that's an error, so that's a 5 error. So a 5 error is a 1-25. We roll a 45, which is beyond that, so that's lined and caught by Parker. Jones went the other way, hit it on the screws, but right at Wes Parker. 1 down, Ron Swoboda. Pitch from Osteen. A 4 in play, 18. That's line, base hit. Ron Swoboda with a single. And Swoboda's not going to be going with 1 stolen base the whole season. Ed Charles going to try hit and run. Haven't done that. An 8 is a 43, tough 43. And there he swings and misses. And the throw down. And Torborg safe at second base. So Swoboda gets really lucky. So that's going to be a strikeout and a stolen base. So Mets with 2 outs have a runner in scoring position. Mets got really lucky on that one. Usually you're thrown out on a hit and run. Brody, Claude Osteen. Brody has an opportunity to come up clutch here. That's a tough 33. Tough 33 is strike 3, and that retires the side. So Claude Osteen mustered a little extra on that and threw one by Jerry Grody to retire the side. We go to the top of the 8th, no score. Jerry Koosman against Ted Sizemore. That's a ballpark 0-4. That's a potential deep drive. We don't know yet. We're looking at a 1-7 home run, and we roll a 56. And that's a ground ball chopper to Weiss at second. And Weiss throws out Sizemore. Torborg next. Jeff Torborg. A 7 in play, 91. And that's a fly ball to left. Swoboda there. And it's Claude Osteen. He's a pitcher hitting card 10. A 3 defense. That's another defensive pull here. We're looking at potential error left field. Swoboda in left field is error-wise is a 3, 1-42, and that's beyond that. So that's lined and to left, and Swoboda right there, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. No score here in Flushing. It's Jerry Koosman versus Claude Osteen. It's going to be Al Weiss. Al Weiss is a switch hitter. He's batting right-handed against the lefty Osteen. Here's the pitch from Osteen. In play 40. And that's a ground ball to the first baseman. He's going to flip to the pitcher covering. Jerry Koosman. 7 puts one in play. And that's popped up. Right side. Lefevre. 2 down. Buddy Harrelson. A 9 is a tough out. 85. That's a grounder. Chop to Sizemore. Sizemore better hurry. And he gets his man. 3 up, 3 down. Bill Russell versus Koosman. Top of the 9th. 0-0. Dodgers. No runs, 4 hits, no errors. Mets. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. Bill Russell. Russell's batting .274 in 106 at-bats. He has 4 home runs. Here's a pitch. That's a 10, a tough 90. And that's a fly ball in the gap. Swoboda over. Runs it down, 1 away. Willie Davis. It's a tough 60, tough 60. And that's a chopper to short. Harrelson in the hole, long throw to first. In time. Nice play by Buddy Harrelson. Set himself nicely. Fired to first. And got, who did he get? What was that? Willie Davis. Wes Parker now with 2 outs. That's an 8, a patient 44, and that is going to be a little flare that's going to drop in front of AG. So that's the 5th hit for the Dodgers, and Wes Parker's on at first. Now he's going to try to get a lead. He's a 3. We don't get that. Andy Costco. Here's the pitch from Koosman. That's a 5, in play 45. It's not going to do it. That's going to be a ground ball hit to Charles. Charles throws him out, and that retires the side. Gasper leading it off. Gasper's a 304 hitter versus Claude Osteen. This may be one of those games where you get everybody to flip the dice roller. Needs 1 taller. Stop the foul ball. Yeah, this is one of those games where you're probably going to get a double CG, double complete game out of a complete game out of each of the pitchers, which is nice. This is something you get when you play when you replay these older seasons. You know, there's not a lot of pitching changes. It's just straight up baseball, man. Just enjoy the game, and you get the same lineups almost every day. It's unusual that they change, or they vary very much. That's unusual. All right, so we're moving and grooving in this game, moving along pretty quickly. So far, we got 39 minutes. Claude Osteen looks in for the sign against Rod Gasper. He's a switch hitter. He's batting righty. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that's a foul ball. It's a souvenir for the lucky fan, and that's a 5. A patient 41 is ball 4. So the Mets have a runner. Exactly what they need here. We're going to try to get a lead. And no, that's a potential pickoff. So he's picked off. If I roll, hopefully I don't roll 0 to 19. And I roll at 80, so he's back in time. Just got back in time. Quick move to first base by Claude Osteen. And it's Tommy Agee. That's a 4 in play. It's 94. Wow, I rolled a lot of high numbers. It's a fly ball in the gap. Costco over. Puts it away. So Agee flies out. Now you got Cleon Jones. We're going to try a hit and run here. The second one I tried all game. And 9, a tough out. A tough 87. And that's a ground ball. Hit to Sizemore. There'll be no play at second. So basically the hit and run works out. Really all you want is a ground ball that doesn't get turned into a double play. So now we have 2 outs. And Ron Swoboda at the plate with Gasper at second base. The winning run at second base in scoring position for the Mets in the bottom of the 9th in a 0-0 tie. Ron Swoboda. Swoboda's batting .231, 1 home run in 108 at-bats. Here's the pitch. That's a 43, and that's going to, 43 is 7. That's in play 35. In play 35 is popped up. Left side, Sudeikis and Sizemore. They come together on it. Sudeikis makes the call, and that retires the side. Top of the 10th, Jerry Koosman, Bill Sudeikis. A 6 is a tough, a 57. That's a strikeout. Rings up Sudeikis. Lefevre is next. So 9 is a tough out, 52. And that's a ground ball third base. Charles up with it, fires the first, 2 down. And it's Ted Sizemore, pitch from Koosman, fouls it off. A 7 is in play, 58. And that's a chopper to second. To his left is Weiss. And that retires the side, 3 up, 3 down. Ed Charles leading it off against Osteen in the bottom of the 10th. It's a 5, a patient 86, a 0-0 tie. Patient 86. That's a grounder to short. Sizemore. 1 down. Jerry Grody. A 3 defensive card. We're pulling that. Let's see what happens. It's a potential error first base. And what did we say that Parker was? We said Parker was something I can't remember. Parker's a 5 error rating, which is really the best you can possibly be. 1 to 25, and we roll a 0-3. So that's going to be an error on Parker. Ground ball, hits off the heel of his glove, kind of rolls away. Let's see if this is going to be a 1 base error, a 2 base error. Error on the first base, a 1 base error. So E3, according to the official score, holy smokes. You don't see that very often. And it's going to be Weiss stepping in the box. Al Weiss. Here's the pitch. It's a 5 patient 21, and that's ball 4. So back-to-back base runners with 1 out. Jerry Koosman now. This is an perfect opportunity to pinch hit for Koosman. We're going to take a quick peek and see who the Mets were pinch hitting at this point. Let's see. Dodgers, Osteen. Let's get next game. Mets won this game 1, by the way. It'd be nice if they can win here. That'd be great. Who are they? Wow. Wayne Garrett is available to pinch hit, but he's a lefty. We're looking. You know who does the pinch hitting in these situations for the Mets? A guy named Duffy Dyer. It's a future catcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's a right-handed batter who does a lot of pinch hitting versus lefties. That's mostly what he does. And he's going to come in and pinch hit for Koosman. So Koosman's done for the day. And we're probably going to bring in Tug McGraw, or we're going to bring in, let's see, we'll take a peek, but Ron Taylor. One of those guys, they're warming up in the pen. It's going to be a pinch hitter for Koosman. Duffy Dyer. Duffy Dyer's 14 at bats and batting .500. He's 7 for 14. Runs on first and second. Oh, man. You know what? Got Grody, not really a fast runner at second base. Let's take a look at Grody's card, if he's a good base runner or not. Yeah, he's a decent base runner. All right. Not really based on speed. It's based on just the ability to score runs. So I don't have to make that change. I like to minimize the changes as much as possible when I do these replays and just get into the game itself. You know, it's a totally different world from playing a modern season. I am playing my Deep Drive 2019 season. Duffy Dyer steps in the box. He's a right-handed hitter. Versus lefty, you see that at 250. Runners on first and second with only one out here in the bottom of the 10th inning and a scoreless tie. Pitch to Dyer. That's a 10, a tough 98. And that's strike three. And Osteen strikes out Dyer with the curve. Beautiful curve. Dropped off the table. And that's 2 outs now. And it's Buddy Harrelson. So it's up to Buddy, who's a switch hitter batting from the right side against Osteen. The runners on first and second. And the runners are moving on contact. Here's the pitch. That's a 3 defense. Uh-oh. Range second base. Range second base. Jim Lefevre. Keep on calling him Joe. I don't know why. Jim Lefevre at second base is a range D. So that's not a very good range. 1 to 51, and we roll a 41. That's going to be a base hit. This could be the ball game. This could be the ball game, and with 2 out, they're going to wave Grody home. And here's the relay, the play at the plate, and he is safe. Ball game over. The Mets win it in 10. Buddy Harrelson with a ground ball right beyond the outstretched glove of Jim Lefevre into right center field. Davis got to it quickly, unleashed a throw home, but it was not in time. Grody slides in. The Mets win it by a score of 1-0. Couldn't be a better ending to this early morning game. The Mets win. The Amazins pull one out. Jerry Grody hustling around. He really turned on the Jets around third base. He couldn't believe it when they were waving him home. You got to see the expression on his face. He was like, "What? Me?" And the Mets win. The Mets win. Wow. So the win is going to go to Koosman, 3-4. Claude Osteen, 7-4, takes the loss. The MVP is going to be Koosman, who pitches a 5-hit, 10-inning shutout. Only in 69 could you have that kind of result. Appa Bryant says, "Let's go Mets," and so does your. And here at Shea, the crowd is pumped. And the crowd wants Harrelson to come out. And there comes Harrelson. Tips his cap to the crowd. The crowd at Shea is excited about this Mets win over the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's look at the scorecard real quick here, the box score. Mets really had nobody with 2 hits. Buddy Harrelson had the only RBI of the game. There were 3 walks, one by Gasper, one by Charles, and one by Weiss. The hits were had by Swoboda, Jones, Harrelson, and Gasper. Bill Russell had 2 hits for the Dodgers playing right field. And Jerry Koosman had 6 strikeouts. Claude Osteen had 7. All right, so the final line score, the Mets improved their record to 24-22, while the Dodgers fall to 22-25. The final line score with the Dodgers, no runs, 5 hits, 1 error. The Mets, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. And that's the ball game, folks. So thanks for tuning in early morning baseball. Remember that this is your home for tutorial strategy, player profiles, history reviews, news, tips, tops, baseball cards, rants, unboxings, and all the other cool stuff that we do in our hobby. And it was great to see Appa Brian and Rick, Philip was here for a while. I don't know if he's still around. Who else did we see? And there was a couple other people didn't chime in, but that's fine. I welcome you guys as well. And I will see you tonight. May play another game now. And then, but not, I won't stream anymore for today. It's already, what time is it? It's going to be 6. I still have another hour and a half to fool around before I got to go into work. Friday, so it's a happy Friday. Take care, guys. This is CP Cards and Dice saying adios, amigos. Let's go, Mets.